Jeep has a stupid amount of power. I think every kid needs one. Powering down. We got a lot of stuff to do on this Jeep. We gotta get the top off because we're doing some fiberglass repair. And if any of you have ever worked on fiberglass, this is the most miserable thing in the world. Cody can vouch for that. We worked on the back of an RV. Cody fiberglassed that thing for 3 solid days. I mean, when you're done with it, you've got fiberglass, resin, and fibers everywhere on your hands.
Throw away your clothes.
Throw away everything. There is literally not a ½ an inch more to fit anything under this hood. That 392 fits this thing like a glove. We gotta figure out how to get this top off without messing up the roll bar that it hits everywhere.
Okay, I've got this, ooh, there we go.
You gotta kind of push
and pull.
And pull. Look, I've got my BF Goodrich roof support.
Yes.
I got one too. Dinner's our half front roofer remover person. Thank you. So before we take the doors off, we're just gonna get this roof off because this is what we want to fiberglass repair. We've got a lot of stuff. We're gonna do this kind of a little bit different. Rather than just showing you that the work is done, we're gonna take you step by step through the process of repairing the fiberglass. Hopefully you enjoy it. We want to teach you a little bit. So we've got Torx bolts up in here. So we're gonna get those pulled off. Then we're gonna do more stuff, but I don't know what. But once I know, you're gonna be the first to know. You in the back. Right there. The whole thing has Torx bits. We got the Torx up front, Torx right here, and right there. So we got 6 of those, and then 2 up front, and then I'll look at the back. And then we got some wiring. We got that Velcro thingy-majigger. So we got the tank, it's gotta come off. Oh, look at that. They gave us a big old plug. Luckily, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge put themselves a quick connect for the water line and a disconnect for the electrical, so that comes right off. We'll get all these bolts out and then we'll be able to pull this top right off. We're gonna pull this back glass off, get it out of the way, get all the rubber seals. Basically, we're cutting this thing down to bare fiberglass so that we can rebuild it, repair it, prime it, paint it, do all the fun stuff. I think what I'll do is pop off all this before we pull the top. Well, that came right out way too easy. Got the defrost off of that side. Look at that.
Perfect catch.
Shouldn't even drop the bolt. Nice. Next thing we've got to get off is this sill. It comes off super easy. It's just a press on. It's left inside. One thing I did notice is this sill is torn already. So we may need to replace that just so that it doesn't ever come off for George. So this is what it's supposed to look like. Clip down in. This one you can see it's torn out. And the clip is still in there. So what I decided I'm gonna do, you can hear the door raising up. I'm just gonna spin it around. We'll take the top off, put it in front of it, and then we don't have to move things 10 times like we normally do. So now we've got it in position so we can pull the top off and get this thing stripped the rest of the way. This top is white. No wonder it broke. I don't even know why they use fiberglass anymore. Get rid of that. The Band-Aid served its purpose. Has anybody else got stickers? If you guys got some stickers and you wanna fill this door, send them. Address is on our YouTube channel, on the About Me page. I think we need to fill this door up.
It's kind of bare. Maybe some magnets.
It sure looked cool with some stickers from everybody. It's got the butyl tape sealant. That all off. So we just noticed down here in this crack, we thought it was a fiberglass crack, but I'm thinking it's more along the lines of a stress crack or maybe a failure from the factory or something, because it's sanding right out. So we'll get that all feathered in, get it primed, and it should be no big deal. After further inspecting this, you can see right here, we got some major stress cracking all through here. So we're gonna have to do some figuring out of that. So this top really took a torque. So I'm gonna just 320 DA this out real quick, and then I'm gonna 320 the stress crack, see where we're at. On this back door, not a huge deal, but it is scratched and scuffed up here, so we're gonna be taking care of that. In order to do that, we gotta break the door down. So we break the door down before we pull it off. Now, some of you might scratch your head like I'm doing and wonder what in the heck we're doing this for. There's a scratch, we fix scratches for a living, and we paint for a living. So we're fixing the scratch in this door and we're gonna paint it. And then we're gonna pull the doors off and leave them off. And we're gonna put half doors on. Doesn't make sense, but it's what we're doing.
That looks like it's gonna be itchy.
When we start grinding is when it's going to get itchy. But we're just hitting the gel coat that they got on the outside of the fiberglass. So we're good for a little bit.
Nice thing about these door panels, you just kind of pop, feel like it's going to bust, keep popping, and eventually it doesn't break and it just comes off. Oh, got it. They didn't break, they just pull out. So now I got this little handle hickey-do right in here. Just gotta press it and
Pop, lock, and drop it.
You just gotta pop. I'm gonna grab the better tool. So you just gotta pop, lock, and drop it, just like Dinner says.
Pop, lock, and drop it.
Yep. See, and once Dinner does that, voila, it just comes off like it's supposed to. So on Chrysler products, this whole carrier comes out as an assembly. So we'll roll the window down, we'll pop that window out, we'll get this wing window disassembled, then we'll take this panel out. Actually, we'll take this off. Nobody needs that in their way. It's off until we get that check strap undone. I didn't even ruin it. This is called your inner belt molding. Take that off, chuck it in the back. Dinner, go roll the window down. Okay. Hello. All right, go. Go. Whoa, up a little. Right there, perfect. Thank you, Dinner.
You're welcome.
So I'm locked in somehow. So I'm gonna have to do some figuring out. We found the magic keyhole right here. Thank you, Dinner.
Yep.
You loosen the screw up, whole assembly falls out. Come on, guys. I love you.
There you go.
Come on, big guy. Okay, assembly's out. Look at that, factory tape. That's so cool. I like seeing how they do stuff at the factories. There you go. Oh, that's something so cool. Jeep gave you the size of the socket that you need to use. It's a T50. Isn't that so awesome? T50. Like, I was sitting there wondering, like, I wonder what size that is. For those of you that have these JLs, it's a T50 to pull your doors off. That is the last bolt. Ka-chow!
Pop.
Goes the weasel.
Hey, that's a nice picture. Take a picture. Yeah.
All that work for that right there. It's body work for you. These next 3 doors are gonna be super simple. All we gotta do is take those T50s out, undo the wiring connection, take the strap and the check strap off, and they come right off. So heavy.
Don't hurt your back.
Be a man.
Be a man.
Throw your back out.
2 down, 2 to go.
And another one. These are the easiest doors in the world to pull off. All right, so we got all the doors off. We got the top off. We started the repair work on the top. Got a little bit of repair work to do on this door. A little bit there. Big crack here. But we're pooped because it's late at night, so it's tomorrow. Last night, Cody got the cracks in this side all ground out. We got them matted and resined, so that's hardening up, but we ran out of fiberglass. So that's as far as we were able to get. What we have to do now is get this back crack all fixed. And what we have to do on that is a double-sided repair. So what we decided to do is we're gonna actually section the inside, make us a window so we could double-side repair that to make sure that this thing is structurally sound. So we've got a buddy up at Precision Collision. Caden's got a big, huge roll of fiberglass matting. We're gonna go up and buy from him so that we have plenty of fiberglass for next time. Not that we want a next time, but that way we've got it.
It's a woven matting instead of just that stuff that's usually just
stranded fiber.
Will make for a stronger repair. It's what they use in the marine industry to fix boats and stuff.
Yeah, we're mariners. All right, so I'm gonna head up there, get that stuff, get back here so we can finish up this repair work. Okay, goodbye. So we are flipping over Curious George's top because we're gonna section the backside out of it so that we can double side repair that crack.
Hillbilly?
Yup.
Dude, nice.
We'll just get this out of the way. This is gonna help us relieve pressure. We're gonna put the window back in it and we're gonna make sure that the sides aren't filleted out. See, the inside of the top is cracked. So we're gonna cut it in the corner and we're just gonna make a cut on this piece and we're gonna remove it so that we can get to the back side of the top, fix it, and then we're gonna lay this back over top of it. It is more cost effective for us to repair this than to replace it. Rather than having him just throw a bunch of money, buy a brand new top, we paint it and put it on, we're gonna fix this. That way he can break it again. All right, so we're moving right along on Curious George version 2. We've got all the mesh and all the resin done on the fiberglass. So we're gonna flip this over, take it into the body shop where Cody's gonna start doing the body work on it.
All right, we got the top over in the body shop now to where we sand down the matting and resin we've got spread on here. And then we'll do a little bit of finish work with either some icing or some fiberglass Bondo, depending on how much we need, but not much because I think I put just a little bit too much matting on there, but that is good. So it's more of a fiberglass solid repair. There's no movement at all. We've got the resin matting sanded down. There's just a couple teeny little pinholes. We'll just throw some glaze in and then we'll get that finished off and then we'll get it under prime by the end of the night. I put a little bit of Bondo over this just to cover pinholes and everything, make sure it's completely smooth. So when we sand it, it'll all be uniform. I'm just back here working on the little groove where the gasket sets. Getting this sanded where I'll just have to do just a little bit of finish work because I did put plenty of matting and resin on this. It is like solid. This thing ain't gonna move until George hits it again.
So me and Cody are working on getting all the glaze sanded on this top. Just about got it, and then we're gonna mask it all up and get it primed. In here, you have to sand by hand. We had to grind it out. We did the resin and the mesh. We let that sit and cure out. We sanded all that, put some green, we call it kitty hair, but it's Fiberglass. It's like a fiber reinforced Bondo. Put that down, sanded it all out, put a little bit of glaze coat. That's what we're doing right now. It's pretty transparent. You don't want to put a lot of Bondo on this because if it flexes, it's just gonna crack. So you want to keep it super light like we've done. Anyway, we'll get this all sanded out and then we're gonna get it masked up and get it primed. A lot of body work is all by feel. Just use your tools. I'm gonna wear my fingertips off.
How's the whittling?
Good. Almost done. We got that all whittled. We're gonna 320 it, then we're gonna 600 it, then we're gonna mask it and prime it. So what I'm trying to do is eliminate all my scratches in the paint because primer is not meant to fill scratches. They will shrink.
Took the lead out, it would stop filling scratches. Back in the day, it would fill 80 grit scratches. Now it won't even fill 180.
Polyester primer will fill it. A urethane primer won't. So I got as much DAing as I can get. I'm gonna go and hand sand with some 600. Then we're gonna red Scotch Brite it and clean it. All right, so what I'm doing now is I'm back masking it so that we got a soft edge because you don't want to make hard edges. They're super pain in the butt to get off. Just like with prep work, if you mask it good, it's less sanding. If you mask it bad, you got a lot of sanding. So take your time, do things right, or do them to the best of your abilities.
Don't be in a hurry.
Don't get in too big of a hurry. So I edge it all out in tape, get it where I want it, then I come back in with paper. It's all masked up. We're just getting it pre-cleaned. You always want to make sure everything's clean. Pre-cleaning it, wiping it. I'm not gonna touch it because I don't have gloves on. Cody is, he's got gloves on. Yeah, that's how this works.
Yeah.
Gonna get 3 coats of primer on this, seal it all up nice. Then we're gonna paint it. But not tonight. No way tonight.
Go home and sleep.
It's late. All right, so we got the first coat of primer on. We're gonna let that flash off. What that means is all the solvent is gonna come out of it. We'll let it all flash. Get a second coat on, let it flash, put a third coat on, and then we'll guide coat it. All right, so now that we've got all 3 coats of primer on, we need to get it guide coated. We're using this aerosol can guide coat. We're just gonna spray it on, and then we're done. All right, so we got all the repair work done on Curious George 2.0. Cody busted butt on it. I helped sand a little bit. We got it all primed. So, as always, we appreciate you guys. If you enjoyed this video, go check out this one.